Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PlanetBase. A trading ship has just landed, and we've now got the resources for a lab so that we can produce more medical supplies, so that we can save all these people dying of malnutrition. But first of all, I'm going to take a look at what this guy has to offer. Patents and other things, and no thank you. Also, in other news, power is pretty terrible, but we are producing this literally right now. There we go. And as a result, when we get our max production, our max production is the word I'm looking for, of energy, that's the one. Once we get our max production of energy, once the wind gives us a nice big gust at some point, we ought to be able to cure that. I'm hoping if we do end up with a surplus of... oh god, not just still, at least something, please. I want to keep the oxygen going. Come on, yes, a big gust. Keep it up, no. This is the state we are in with power. I'm glad this has been constructed because I'm really hoping this will solve our shortages. At least for now, you know. In other news, the lab has now been built, which means we're going to produce some workbenches. In addition to a synthetic meat tissue synthesizer, which will allow us to make some fake meat to give our colonists a more varied diet in order to prevent them being malnutritioned. Meanwhile, more colonists evermore pour into the facility, into the base, as Harv realizes we still need more power, don't we? Alright, I'm gonna queue more wind turbines. It was a measure I didn't want to have to take, but I guess there is no choice. More wind turbines being queued. Meanwhile, ore is now running out, as we are producing more and more metal. I could do with a large-sized processing plant, but it's not a priority by any means. Oxygen. Are we getting there with oxygen? Yeah, we're kind of getting there, aren't we? Water? Actually. Well, I mean, this fluctuates, so that's not really a good indicator, but... water is certainly going to become a problem. At one point or another. Power, then water. And hopefully we've cleared up the problem of food. You see, this biologist can operate this tissue synthesizer without any resources. I was right. Don't need any resources. Which means for starting off in harsh conditions, it's probably better to build a lab rather than to build a biodome immediately. Huh. Trading ship. Thanks, but no thanks. I do not have anything to pay you with other than vegetables. What's your going rate? 40% actually. And it is a constructor bot. There's just no way I can afford it. Not without putting myself into a dangerous situation. Okay, so, medic. Now working on the medical supplies. I hope you don't die of malnutrition. That would not be good. As in, I hope their health doesn't decrease over time. I guess we'll find out. Right, metal has been produced. Time for more ore to be mined. Come on, yes, build it. You can do this, you sad little engineer. Sorry, it wasn't an insult. It was an observation. I'm hoping a third wind turbine will do it. So the problem with relying on the wind, the sun, pretty regular, the wind, not so much. Also, these two are going to need repairing, and spares is never something that we can manufacture particularly quickly. In fact, have we ever manufactured any spares? Yes, we have. We've made one, it seems, or maybe two, throughout our lifetime on this planet. Oh dear. Nah, this is deteriorating. It's functioning, but it's poor. Come on, please someone fix it. You, make a spare. Emeline Weiss. Can you produce a spare for me? Where have you gone? Are you eating? Oh, I don't know. Well, hey, What I want to see is these people getting out of bed, not into bed, out of bed is the aim. Come on, you slackers, get working, get working. Look at all these lovely people in the mine working for me. Follow their example. Oh god, come on, really? Even more malnutrition. And both of these are on poor quality. Just as I make more, it's a good thing I actually made more, otherwise we would really be relying on basically nothing. Because these even produce less energy when they're in poor condition. And so the power crisis will continue, it seems. In the meantime, oxygen generator has been produced, control center is as is, and we've got a medic working on producing supplies. So we've started making some meat, which means people ought to be able to have a varied diet. What I really want is storage now. And for my phone to stop buzzing at me. Oh no, it's broken. Just don't spend the spares on the solar panel. You idiot. Spend the spares on the goddamn wind turbines. And you have no spares to sell me. Someone's just died. Someone just died. I just heard a sound. Was that someone dying? Okay, kind of worried right now. Ooh, it looks like it's been fixed. It looks like it's been fixed. Fantastic. Oh, you're not as silly as I thought you were. Nice going. Nice going. How's our population doing? 25 people. I need to build some cabins. Otherwise, people will get sad at me. Huh. Okay. Storage. Ooh, you're low, aren't you? Storage, water, power ought to be okay once that gets fixed. No, you're going very low. No, please increase. Forget storage, it's water that we need, isn't it? Oh dear. Water extractor. And biodome is out of water. You're just walking around because you haven't even got a bed. Sick bay is pretty much full. I need these medical supplies. If I prioritize this, then someone will be prioritizing the meat. Oh, now you're out of water. Oh, so for a tissue synthesizer you just need water, I see. So it does use a resource, it uses water. Okay, that makes sense. I can see where it comes from now, it's not just producing it out of thin air, luckily. Okay, both my medics are working on making supplies. Oh god, sick bay is literally full. And the water extractor has been built. Okay, water crisis was swiftly averted. Time to produce some metal from the ore that we've made. And can I work on storage now, please? Shall I build a cabin first? Let's build a cabin first before people get stroppy at me. So, it is cabin time. There we go. And then there'll be storage, then there'll be a connection between the two, because every 4 rows along my column, I'll be connecting these 2 main channels that will run through my base. It'll be a wonderful, nice, ordered, beautiful structure. And I want to have my storage, and then another airlock, and then another pad. Sadly, there's no hill near here. I guess I'll just have to make do. I wonder if I can build another mine. Nah, that's 2. That's over capacity. I guess there will be an airlock here and a mine here. Will be where our next mine is located. Okay, 3 functioning wind turbines, 2 large capacitors, power crisis ought to be averted, another water generator means the water crisis ought to be averted, and with the lab safely functioning, we ought to have averted the death crisis, I guess. Cabin has been built. Let's build some beds. There's room for 7 in one of these medium-sized ones, which isn't much more than 5, I guess, but it's probably worth it for the... simply for the space it takes up. Okay, digging into our supply of bioplastic, which means we will have to produce more at some point. And once these lots of ore have been turned into metal, I shall probably reprioritize the mine. Actually, this might be working okay. I think we have enough workers to operate all these and keep them... Yeah, we do. Okay, so I'll keep these just prioritized for now. And finally, at long last, I've been talking about it for episodes, and I've just realized that I forgot to start my timer for this... for this recording. How many minutes have I been recording for? We'll have another 15. We'll say this could be a special episode if it ends up being too long. Oh well. And my phone is still buzzing. Right. Storage. The legendary storage that I've been talking about for so long is finally coming to fruition. There. And we've run out of medical supplies. I will build more, I'm tempted not to build too many, because if I place corridors, say if I were to place a corridor between these two, not that I can, it would actually destroy these and I wouldn't get any resources back, I believe. So, you know, it's not a good idea to just haphazardly place components inside of a room. Remember that if you ever play this game. Meanwhile, colonists are using beds. I do want to focus on welfare soon enough, but for now we're doing pretty well, I'd say. Pretty well. Trading ship, what do you have to give me that I don't already have? Oh. If I had anything to pay you with, I would go for that in an instant, but sadly, I do not. Goliath Turbine will be the first technology I purchase, I think. Pretty much will be. How's the food situation? Haven't thought about that in a while. But with the increase of synthetic meat, it's not doing badly. Not doing too badly. And I do have workers in the mine, so it is nearly time for another processing plant. Once this gets built, I will put an airlock out here. Do I want to extend that as far as I can? Or could I put something in the middle, maybe? What can I possibly want as a multi-dome? I guess. Or maybe my processing plants can go here. It's not the location I would usually choose. But it makes sense in a weird way. And I wouldn't be too far from the next mine. Look at this getting filled up nicely. It's not an urgent matter anyway. Nah, processing is gonna be here. I could do biodome, airlock, because that puts it near the lab as well. So the biologists can tend to one and the other. Yeah, let's do that. Another biodome. I would make it a big one. Shall I make it a big one? Ooh, I don't know. Yes, no one got trapped inside. Good. 7. Screw it, let's think big. Let's do it, let's think big, guys. I've got big ideas and we're gonna see them through. Is the plan. And there will be an airlock. 2 of them, actually. You know what? There's going to be 2 airlocks. One there. And one there. Crazy, I know. but worthwhile investment. I hope. Because I will have a starport here, and having several airlocks is good, because then people don't queue, and if everyone needs to get back into the base in an emergency, queuing is the last thing that you want. See if there's a solar flare, which, by my counting, we're a little overdue for. So, everything ought to be all well and good, basically. Except for the medical supply situation, that's not particularly great. We have 34 colonists, and not enough beds. And not enough welfare going on. It's going to be a multi-dome right here. A canteen? Canteen. Processing plant. Airlock mine. And multi-dome next to the canteen. Or maybe a bar. A bar or a multi-dome, one of the other. One or the other. Oh, damn! I was gonna have a sick bay. Oh, no, my beautiful structure. No! I was gonna have an infirmary, and it was gonna be a fairly big one as well. Right about here. Recycle. There. Please let there be enough room. There won't be, I know there won't be, but even so. Damn. I know it's bad to recycle things like that, but... it's how I wanted my structure to be, so it's how my structure will be. God damn it. I bend the knee for no man. Or... airlock. Okay, what's my priority right now? How's welfare doing? Still good? Food? Vegetable count is... ish. It's alright. For now. Metal and ore. Both doing nicely. Ore seems to be pretty stable. Metal is increasing nicely. Bioplastic even better. Even better, look at that. Medical supplies? Kinda rock bottom. Still rock bottom. I'm gonna prioritize this. I want people working on those medical supplies, goddammit. Alright. Luckily this has been built. So at least we won't have a surplus of... you know, things. Bioplastic we have plenty of, so... I'm going to give myself permission to build all these extra things. In addition to more beds. Having enough of these is important, especially on a planet that's prone to solar flares. I'll just build 4 more for now, though. I don't want to waste bioplastic. Okay, so what did I say? Processing plants here. Next one along will be a combination of a multi-dome and a bar and a cabin, I guess. Because there'll be another biodome just about... no, it'll be a canteen here, wasn't it? It was going to be another canteen. How's this canteen doing? Pretty busy. Both of those are pretty busy. Okay. Trading ship has landed. I may actually be able to pay you for things now. Or not. Not that you have anything I really need. Nah. Okay, so. Are you guys overworked? Oh no, you're really not, are you? Okay, that's not as much of an emergency as I thought it was. Canteen, however, probably will be. So, a relatively large canteen. Run out of spares as well. God save us. I wish I had a top-down view sometimes, because I'm trying to make this perfectly parallel, but I'm worried that it's going to be too wide. This is why I should have left more room between them, I guess. Well, never too late to start. I'll put it... no, wrong one. That was too small. I want to go big. Go big or go home. There. Alright, nice. If only the biodome would be made. One more piece of metal remaining. Come on, there's surely some metal lying around somewhere. This is entirely full. No one's using these beds though, luckily. could do with more medicinal plants, couldn't I? I will do that in the large biodome I'm now producing here. Okay, and our base is increasing, isn't it? Our base is not doing badly. In the 6 minutes, roughly, that we have remaining. Now, I'm going to take a look at our power supply situation once more. Bearing in mind that biodomes require a lot of water. And some power. So, power grid. Everything's doing pretty well right now. I could do with more capacitance. Airlock is out of power. What do you mean airlock is out of power? Oh, it's because we haven't built this yet. I just need some engineer to do this for me. Please. Someone. Thank you. And this, and then there'll be a cabin roughly here. Or shall I have 3 rows to my column? Is that a better idea? I don't know. It might be. But what would I put here? Ooh, yeah, the multi-dome and the bar and things. Or another biodome. This is a good position to have a biodome. But putting a cabin on a biodome is pretty weird. I think my cabins will be along this route. Don't judge me, I like to have everything nice and pristine, okay? Stop judging me. Can let the canteen be built. These guys... I can't tell whether it's queuing or not. It's full of things. I mean, it contains meals, but people are still filling it and making new meals. It doesn't seem like they're using it on demand, they're just kind of... I guess it's the tables, it's the places being used up that you want to focus on. To see how busy the canteen is. Just can't pay for it. I wish I could hurry up and get some visitors. Let me have a look at the landing permissions. Can't have visitors yet, requires a starport. Yeah. Doing pretty well for people right now. Might start introducing some guards. At the expense of workers... Yeah, at the expense of workers. We'll introduce some guards. And that means we'll also want to... give ourselves a security console. Okay. I want to see a supply of medical supplies. A store of medical supplies, even. Now this has been built, and we have the biologists to function it. And I think we have the water supply. If we don't, I'll make some more. Time to start growing some food. And the first things first. Medical plants. Followed by an oak tree. Followed by a pine tree. Welfare is important. This section is going to be for food. And this section is going to be for starch. And then when the time comes, I will decide what to fill those final 2 spaces with, depending on which I deem more important. Okay. Water. I feel like I'm just too close to love you, but also the placement. Is it a good idea to have all my water at one end? Power is fine to have all at one end, I know this from experimentation, but with water I've always kind of scattered it about. I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. I should have built a large storage, I reckon. I think this is going to be a pivotal point in the base. I should have made it bigger. There's no time to waste deliberating about where to actually place this, so I'm just going to place it with the rest. Over here. That better be good enough. It better be good enough. Okay, now I think the sleeping situation is probably going to be a problem. People are pretty tired. And that's a max capacity. Yeah, sleeping arrangements are important. So... I want a decently sized processing plant. That's as big as I can make it right now. there. Trading ship has landed. Again, don't have anything to pay. I only have that as my base stock. God, we are low, aren't we? We're really low. I usually end up with way too much starch and way too much bioplastic in my games. Power storage is low as well. Ooh. But currently we don't really have enough. It's almost a limiting factor. Almost. I definitely need more energy, I've just realised. Definitely need more energy. Look at that, 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 look at that. Wind turbines. Wind turbines. Definitely need more energy. Spares for these as well. Someone produce spares. God, people are dying left, right and centre, aren't they? Ah, power! It was this that made me realise I made another water extractor, and these things required 3 kilowatts of power. That's not inconsiderable. It's not a small amount of power. Ooh! That's a problem for another time, ladies and gentlemen. I think to end off this episode, I'm going to stop letting people in. I'm worried about a lot of things. And I don't want to overpopulate in the meantime. Yeah, we're back to a power crisis, aren't we? Yeah. And look at this. Really don't want to overpopulate. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Provided we don't all run out of power and starve to death. Hi there, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, then you may well enjoy some of the other stuff I do. There's Let's Plays, live streams every Sunday, and of course a variety of interesting gaming videos. Take a look, and don't forget that if you feel like it, you are welcome to support me over at my Patreon page. Big thanks to all my patrons. If you liked the video, please do like the video, and I will see you all next time.